Welcome back to Twins Reviews, guys. My name is ZMax, and I have Nax with me on the other end here to talk about 5 tips and tricks that will improve your gameplay in Roller Champions. There's also a new friend referral program, so if you'd like to refer myself or Nax as a friend that got you into the game, then feel free to head down in the description and use one of our links. It can be a competition. Who's going to get more referrals, myself or Nax? You can see both of our friend referrals down in the description. Go ahead and use them, and you can get some cool cosmetics for it. So the first tip on our list here is going to be tackling before you uppercut. This gives you a little boost on the wall, and it gives you a little stalling time so that you can get the uppercut to be a little bit higher than just doing the uppercut regularly. All you have to do for this tip is just tackle and then uppercut right after it. You can also use this technique to do it after you roll the ball so you get an additional height boost.
Yeah, so I find it a little bit better if you tackle before pressing that uppercut up the wall, especially if you're trying to roll the ball to yourself. Now I say this because when you tackle up the wall, you actually get a little bit more momentum and you get a little bit up the wall, and then you can press that uppercut to grab it. It's gonna succeed a lot more than just trying to uppercut.
Our second thing on the list is going to be stalling in front of the goal to intercept the ball as someone is shooting it. Now regularly you can just uppercut just once and then you'll just hit the ground, but alternatively what you can do is you can use the wall right next to the goal to stall and make your opponent do a double take before they throw the ball. This can be done in addition to tackling and uppercutting and continuously doing that so you can stay in front of the goal for as long as possible.
Now I don't know how many times this has worked for me in game, whether that's in ranked or just a quick game, but a lot of the time people will throw the ball when they think you're going down and you're gonna hit the ground, but in reality you actually stay on the wall and just go for the uppercut again and they just toss it right to you. It works a lot of the time. I find that it's really good and you should try it in game for sure.
And the third tip is going to be using braking to your advantage when you're playing defense. Using the braking mechanic, you can change directions really quickly, allowing you for more accurate tackles. Braking can also fool the offense in thinking that you actually tackled, but you didn't. You actually braked instead, or broke instead, I guess. And that gives you the opportunity to tackle one more time. Also, another important thing to note is try to refrain from dive tackling too much because it does disable your player from tackling one more time. Instead, try to break, tackle, and break, tackle instead of just diving.
I find that the break button is very useful and helps me control my character a lot, and it's especially useful on defense. Now, I know a lot of people don't use the break button, but I suggest you do. Now, it's really important that you use it well and while you're shadow defending against the opponent. So you're breaking and tackling and breaking and tackling, and they don't really know when you're committed to the tackle or not. So that kind of stalls the game out as well, and it also gives you a better opportunity to land the tackle.
The fourth tip that I would like to tell you guys about is passing at the right time. We all know that passing is a great mechanic, and now with the magnetic pass, it's even a little bit easier to do so. But it's even better when you pass at the right time. Passing when your teammate is coming down from the top of the wall is going to be the best place to give away the pass, as the teammate will have a lot of speed. Alternatively, you can also pass when the teammate is up really high on the walls, whether that be on the inner wall or the outer wall, but pretty much getting the ball up high to your teammates is going to be the best decision when you're doing the passes. As you can see here, I'm giving the ball to Nax as he's coming on the way down from the bowl. That way he has the gain of speed when he's up on the wall, and then all the way down, and the ball just comes into his hands and he can continue going fast with the ball.
Now it's important that you time this right, because if you don't time it right, the pass is just gonna mess up and the ball's gonna go somewhere else and not to the player that you want it to. You have to pass to your teammate when they're at the top of the wall, not when they're speeding down, because when they're speeding down, that's when the pass is gonna catch up. So make sure you communicate with your teammates and let them know that you're about to pass to them so that they don't start skating down.
And finally, the fifth tip is to use these ledges to get an advantage when moving with the ball. You can use these ledges to transfer in between walls or to get a nice boost when you're going on the long stretches of the rink. The best way to do it is to just hop on the edge of the ledge as you're coming from the top of the bowl, and you're going to kind of use the inner wall to get that speed, height, and boost. This just adds another level and another thing that the opponent has to think about when playing defense against you and when you're playing offense. And if you're having trouble gaining the speed like I am in some of these clips, make sure to check out the previous video that I made about gaining speed and height in the game. I'll leave it in the top right there. And that's going to be it for this video. Do let me know if you're going to be utilizing some of these tips and tricks down in the comments below, or maybe mention one that I didn't talk about. And please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're looking forward to more Roller Champions content. We've been growing really fast, and thank you so much to everyone that's been supporting the channel. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.